So now we're about to get into another exciting portion of this evening, which is the awards. So who's ready for some awards? Yes. Recognizing some amazing youth doing amazing things here in the state of Georgia. So to first start off, I would first like to bring up announce the George Stevenson Innovators Award by Dr. Raore, who serves as a board member here at JosiahKids and also serves as a neurosurgeon at Gwinnett Medical. So please welcome Dr. Bethwell Raore.
Well, thank you everybody for coming to this event. In Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, at the beginning of the book, he talks about starting with the end first. Whenever you visit a gravesite, there's something that's buried with the people there, and it's their dreams, their aspirations. I am proud to say that Malina and Maina have stepped out. This, JosiahKids, we've known it since it was just a thought and a dream shared, and this is where we are on the first Buford Harvest. Now, what does first mean? That there's a second, right? So if this is the first, we're only looking for better things. Now, again, I'm proud for Marlene and Maina for stepping out. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 6, it says, "Sow your seed in the morning, and in the evening, don't let your hands be idle, for you don't know what will succeed." It could be the one or another, or both of them. The idea of a side hustle is very biblical. And Maina, to do his job, his main job in the morning, and in the evening, his packing boxes and T-shirts and doing all of that stuff, this is what it comes to. So it's a testament that if you're sitting on an idea, if you're sitting on a thought, if you have a dream, chase it. I am going to present the George Stevenson Award. This award goes to a single or a group of students, honorees, who show great example of diligent application and thirst for improvement. The achievements of the students should demonstrate a creative, forward-thinking spirit that has explored innovative ways to implement or improve pre-existing system, thought, or idea that adds to the type of value that is ultimately making the world a better place. This award is going to a group of diligent and gifted student animators from East Point, Georgia, under the guidance of fine, talented, innovative leader. The students are using their gifts in 2D and 3D innovation to serve the greater Atlanta area in a remarkable way. Please let's turn our attention to the screen to hear a little more about their work.
Hey guys, my name is Mario Andre. I am one of the teachers here at the Art Academy. We're up for the Innovation Award. So the innovation to me means doing something different, means pushing outside of yourself, doing something that you know is the right thing or the best thing to do, despite what everybody else around you is saying. And that's something we had to do with our film, Crimson Tower, and it's a 7-minute film headed towards film festivals. It's a 3D/2D hybrid film. And hybrid films are pretty hard to make, essentially because there's not a lot of hybrid films out there for animation. So throughout several weeks, we taught the students how to create hybrid films so they can go on their journey and create their own projects in the future. And we teach at like a college level. So a lot of these students come in and we teach them how do you create something like Pixar movies, and it all starts from creating good stories. From that we build upon and keep building until we have a full production film. So we want to thank you guys for giving us the Innovation Award and really supporting the students who are in the Academy. So thank you guys, and see ya.
So the first one is Mr. Daryl Bird. Okay. All right, Miss Alina Stringer. Is- Congratulations. All right, Mr. Abdur Jones. Congratulations. And accepting the award for Daryl Bird. Thank you, everyone.
Next, presenting the A.R. Bernard Servant Leadership Award is Pastor Shane Hewitt. Pastor Hewitt, oh yes, let's give him a round of applause. Pastor Hewitt serves as a board member here at Josiah Kids, and he also serves as the campus pastor for Free Chapel Buford.
Thank you. Let's give it up for all these kids again. Are they doing great? I'm honored today to be here, and thank you guys for having me. Love what you guys inspire me. You two are an inspiration to many of us, and we're forever grateful for each and everything you do and you dream. We're thankful for you. So I get the honor and privilege to announce the A.R. Bernard Change Agent Award. And this is the category of servant leadership. The A.R. Bernard Change Award is awarded to a student who demonstrates passion, spirit, and commitment to bridging national, social, and cultural divides in schools, neighborhoods, and local communities. The honor is awarded to an individual of students who's implemented mutual respect and cultivated for cultures and greater good success of society. This student is a 17-year-old student who graduated from Collins Hill High School, who now attends Kennesaw State University and is majoring in mechanical engineering. He is a standout employee of Chick-fil-A. Come on, Chick-fil-A. You my Chick-fil-A. Anybody number one with lemonade? Anybody? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Just ask your kids what I'm talking about later. He volunteers with Josiah Kids in the teen ministry. He's an honor graduate from Collins Hill. He loves to run track and field, and he's greatly admired by teachers, peers, principals, and other people in his community. He's found a way to bridge racial and culture divides everywhere he goes. He loves the Lord and everything he does, and I've been honored to watch him from years ago as his youth pastor several years ago, but I want you to check out the screen for a little bit more about him.
I'm Jared Kissoon. I'm 17 and I go to Kennesaw State University. What inspires me is my family, definitely, seeing where they've come from and what they've done to get us here and to where the point that they're at right now in life. It really makes me want to, do whatever I can to make them proud. Writing poems, it started my freshman year of high school when our teacher introduced it to us and taught us how to write it. And I kind of adapted it as my way of expressing how I feel in different situations and how I feel about certain things. For example, I wrote one called Popularity, and it basically just talked about the effect of popularity on us as teenagers and high schoolers in that time. I majored in electromechanical engineering, and definitely in 10 years I see myself being an electronics engineer or somewhere in that field, because ever since I was young I've been obsessed with little electronics. So, and definitely taking them apart and putting them back together. So, and I've worked really hard to get there. So definitely in 10 years, I'd like to see myself being a successful engineer. Greatest challenge in high school especially would definitely be managing all my activities, I would say. So definitely managing sports, school, work, my internship, church, and all the volunteer work that I did. That's definitely the biggest challenge there. Definitely getting out of your comfort zone. Einstein said, "A ship is always safe at shore, but that's not what it's built for." Wow. So definitely not being where you are and stepping out is it's gonna change your life basically. So if you're in your comfort zone, you're never gonna be able to get where you want to be.
Come on up.
It's time to present the Sally Naboke Resilience Award, which is presented by Lorianne and Sandra Ongweni. Ms. Lorianne Ongweni serves as part of the the legal counsel here at JosiahKids and also serves with her Doctor of Law at Emory University. Ms. Sandra Ongwehi serves as secretary to the board here at JosiahKids and also serves as a project manager at Johnson & Johnson, New Jersey. So please welcome Lorianne and Sandra Ongweni.
Hello, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming. We're so proud. We're so proud, Marlene, Mina. I think being here, first of all, I'm the Lorraine that took her to the casino, so so I'm glad that was not the end of that. There was life after that. And really, I think that what Marlene was sharing was just a lot to do with, what happens, when you don't have your parents or you don't have everything, every tool in the world to make it work. How do children raise themselves, because it felt like I had to be a mother, I had to be a parent, I had to be a sister, and at the same time, try to figure it out, as a child. And that's what she was doing. The good thing is we had each other. So we've always gotten along, so that's so helpful. She always looked out for me. No one would bully me because she looked out for me. But Marlene, I think what you spoke on, really, my goodness, it's one thing to dream something. It's another thing to birth it, to see it through, to endure, to watch over it, to hover it until it grows into something. And one thing I can speak to Marlene is her faith, that she takes those steps of faith. And I cannot speak to something she begun, and then somehow it got difficult, and she took off or left it. There's no such thing, and I'm not even here to flatter, but I can really tell you that what she spoke on, she believes in. She's journeyed the journey in so many other ways, that this is really a combination of so many journeys, so many little steps of faith, that when you see this, really it should be an encouragement to every one of us, that when you take that one little step, it is truly what you only need to take. Because you never always have the final of what it looks like. You only have that moment and that little step and that little vision of that particular time. And the encouragement is there's a bigger picture. And God's not going to always show you what that big picture is. Sometimes He's only giving you glimpses. So it's important to be obedient, as Mr. Long shared, and determined to see those dreams go through and to really take those steps of faith and be obedient in that. Work hard in that. So, Mr. Long, everything you said, really wonderful, and thank you so much. Marlene, Mina, you've done so well. We're so proud of you. And this is so fitting for us to present this award because it's actually named after my mom. And she was that person. She's that person who's instilled the seeds because it's almost like an unfinished work we're trying to do through her. Because I always said she was a visionary. She lived before her time. She would say, do this, and we're like, oh, Mom, what are you talking? But it's that. She had that vision. And whatever she saw, it's like you wish she was here now. You wish she was here now to really see what those fruits became. So Marlene, Minor, we're very proud of you. We're encouraged by you. We're journeying with you. And this is only going to get bigger. And we're so glad that it's actually making a difference in someone else's life. And so I hope everyone that's chosen to participate in this, that you've been blessed somehow because you've been a blessing to us. And so without much further ado, the Selling a Bouquet Award is the Overcomer Award. And this is an Unsung Heroes Award. It's designed to recognize a girl student who has shown remarkable courage and strength in the face of adversity. The student has not only given up in spite of significant personal challenges and obstacles, the recipient will be a student who has demonstrated a deep commitment to move forward despite the significant limitations, challenges, or barriers. The student has inspired many to keep on the good fight, and so I'll let my sister say the next part. Not let, but I will. Give it to her.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Sandra, and I happen to be the last of the 7 girls, and so it's a great honor for me to be standing here today. When my mom passed on, I was only 11, and to think that we are standing here today to award in honor of her an award in the category of resilience, it's so befitting to me because the only way I can think of her is when you do good, your good outlives you. There is no good that you can do that is in vain. So for me, I will say for anyone that's working so hard, for others, for yourself, it cannot be in vain. And that's the way I see it today, and this is the testimony that I see today by having all of you here. So this award is going to a beautiful 14-year-old young lady who has demonstrated courage, resolve, and the ability to press on despite difficulties and setbacks. She is determined to become all that she knows she can be and continues to demonstrate a deep commitment to move forward. This young lady has inspired many by how she has found a way to use her creativity to keep fighting the good fight. Let's turn to the screen and hear a little more about her story.
My name is Alina Stringer. I go to Forest Park High School, and I'm 14 years old. Seen my growth mentally, definitely age-wise, and the concepts that come to my head when I'm starting to draw, starting to think it out more. I'm not really just playing on paper, I'm trying to do something serious. Like, okay, I might make a doodle, but then I might want to develop it more if I feel like it needs to be developed. Like, maybe I could use this for something.
In your previous interview with us, you said you see art as therapy in a way. Do you still feel that way? And if so, why?
Yes. As a high school freshman with premature senioritis, I definitely think that way. That AP Environmental Science really, it gets to you. It's a ton of work. So art helps me relax while I'm silently crying about my aquaponics experiment and how it's not going to get done. Well, in the very beginning, I was a toddler, didn't speak much. Picked up a pencil and I drew before I learned to write. And that's how I got inspired. Because my mom's like, it's cute or whatever, but like words. So back in middle school, I was in a dark place. I was failing my classes, I had bad anxiety, bad depression, and I was an awkward ball of angst. And I didn't really know how to deal with that other than drawing it out on paper, but that sometimes, like, the word out, some people were like, oh, disturbing. What's up with that? I guess through art, I had an epiphany. I was like, okay, if I want to keep doing this, I need to get myself together. So I started to seek help for my anxiety and depression and stuff. And I'm dealing with depression fairly well, but like anxiety, I still do. Time to time, I have really bad panic attacks. Art is like, it's a relief, because like then I can let all that turmoil out. Then I don't have to like have my body just be like, well, it's build up time. It's that time of the day. You know what that means? By helping other people, I feel like taking all of that and putting it on paper, at least to me, it tells people it's okay to feel this way. It's perfectly valid, but it's not okay to not get help. Awesome,
That's awesome.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Ms. Alina Stringer for the Overcomer Award.
So what we're going to have next is I'm going to go ahead and introduce the Young Rising Carson Wentz Best Male Athlete Award, which will be presented by Victor Barnes. Mr. Barnes serves as a board member here at JosiahKids, and he also serves as Global CFO for the McDonald's division at the Coca-Cola Company. So please welcome Mr. Victor Barnes.
Good evening, everyone. So I once heard a great quote. A ship is safest while in port, but that's not what it's built to do. Oh, wait, that was Jared. That guy's a real poet. I wrote that down. Jared, I promise to use that wisely in the future. But seriously, there's so many impressive young people here today. To all of the Josiah Kids leaders and participants, I'm really impressed by this. You will change the world. I'm sure of it. Stay on this path and you will. So Robert and I, we've known each other for a while. We used to play in the Coke League a long time ago. And for the people on row 2, I'm really sorry for the number of times I had to get up and hydrate myself. Marlene, yes, I overdid it this morning. I played for 2 hours. And it reminds me I'm not still an athlete. But now I get to introduce a great athlete. So the Young Rising Carson Wentz Student Athlete Award. This will honor the achievements of a deserving young male student athlete who is demonstrating discipline, strength, character, passion, good sportsmanship, commitment, and persistence in any varied discipline of athletics, including but not limited to football, basketball, track and field, etc. This student is inspiring his peers to work hard, exercising good judgment, and doing their very best to reach their God-given potential.
What inspires me is my dad. Sports because it makes me happy and comfortable when I play it. My greatest challenge in school would be science because I'm trying to keep my grades in that specific class. Well, what motivated me was my dad, so I wanted just to give back to others for others who don't get support.
That kid has game. And I am not surprised to see Coach rock in that video. He and I also played against each other, and he is one of the best that has ever played in the Coke League, so I'm sure he's got a great tutor. This award goes to an extraordinary 11-year-old sixth grader at Henderson Middle School, in DeKalb County. This young man has demonstrated passion for sports from the time he was only 3 years old. His love for basketball is unmatched. He is currently one of just 2 sixth graders on the club team at his school, where he serves as the team captain. In addition to his love for sports, he is also an outstanding student with A's and B's, and he plans to have all A's by the end of the year. His passion for entertaining and helping people makes him a unique and gifted young man who will undeniably have a positive impact on this generation. Let's welcome the winner. Okay. Zaid Muhammad, the Young Rising Carson Wentz Student Athlete Award.
Congratulations. Next, we're going to go ahead and deal with the Outstanding Student Leadership Award, the presentation of the Outstanding Student Leadership Award, by Brian Shaw. Mr. Shaw serves as treasurer of the board here at Josiah Kids and also serves as project manager in research, sales, and marketing. So please welcome Mr. Brian Shaw.
I just want to say I'm really proud of the work what's been going on tonight, not much less the work that's been going on the past few years with this ministry. It's amazing. Thank you so much for everyone who's been involved, all the teachers, everyone. It's amazing. All these performances are incredible, and I'm really impressed. I don't have a whole lot to say. I just wanted to say that, and I'm proud to have the opportunity to give this award out for the Outstanding Youth Leadership Award. The category is Passion. 3 student honorees will receive this award. The student nominee will be selected for exemplifying passion, leading by example, service to others, and for making significant contributions that demonstrate outstanding leadership in the student's school, neighborhood, and community. The first student, The first Youth Leadership Award goes to a well-rounded teen from Cobb County who has demonstrated passion in the areas of academics, athletics, and the arts. This 14-year-old is an all-A honor roll student who plays football, basketball, and 3 different musical instruments. He washes dishes every night, does his own laundry. He has taken full ownership of putting out the trash on behalf of his family, and he is a leader in his own right, admired and loved by the young people around him. Now, the second Youth Leadership Award goes to a creative 10-year-old 5th grade student at Buford Senior Academy. 3 Sundays a month, you'll usually find her serving as a volunteer junior worker at her church. She also serves on the Student Leadership Council at her school. This student completed the past school year with straight A's. And earlier this year, her artwork was recognized at the Buford City Schools Art Show. She has received an award for Outstanding Recorder Performance, an Excellent Speaker Award, as well as a Georgia-shaped Youth Fitness Award. She enjoys singing, swimming, and playing music with the Buford Senior Academy Band. Let's take a look on the screen up here for a little bit more information on these 2 students.
I'm Donovan Pettiford. I'm 13 years old and I go to Leavenworth Middle School. Honestly, I don't know, but I really want to be an engineer, and hopefully in 10 years I'll be a very successful person. I'll be 23, so I'll be young, but I hope I'll have a job and maybe a girlfriend and stuff. Yeah. My grandpa, he worked with cars, and ever since I was a little boy, I've loved cars, and I like that movie Cars that they made, and I would watch it like every single day. And I'm like obsessed with vehicles, so I want to be an engineer and work on stuff like that. My school's been pretty easy for me, so I'll say my greatest challenge has been the dishes, because I really don't like it, and it gets really annoying when you've done a hard day of working and all that, and then you have to go clean a ton of dishes and pick them all up. I do it as much as I can, and I try to
I'm 24, I relate, and I still don't like doing dishes.
I do sports because they're fun, and I love to play and make new friends at it, and work to like go to the pros. I know that probably will happen, but I like watching pros, and so I work hard at sports. And I'm in honor roll because I work hard in school and I try to listen to the teacher. I pay attention in class and I try to get as good grades as I can. Just follow your dream pretty much and work hard. Like if you want to do something, like get all A's and be a scholarship student, you can't just go home and fall asleep and think that's going to happen. You're going to have to work for that and work hard. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't just go to bed and wake up like that. I had to work a lot along the way. Like science this year has been hard, but I worked and I'm doing pretty well and I haven't made
it. My name is Joy Mina. I am a 10-year-old 5th grade student at Buford Senior Academy. 3 Sundays a month, you will usually find me serving as a volunteer junior worker at my church for chapel. I also serve on the Student Leadership Council at my school. I was really proud to finish this past school year with all straight A's and was very excited to have my artwork recognized at the Buford City Schools Art Show. Earlier this year, I've received special recognition for outstanding recorder performances, an excellent speaker award, as well as a Georgia State Youth Fitness Award. During my free time, I enjoy singing with my sister, swimming, and playing the keyboard and the flute. I love being creative and aspire to be all that God wants me to be.
So it's an honor to present these awards. So Donovan Pettiford. Joy Mina.
congratulations to the recipients. I thought it was amazing how at such a young age they already understand the importance of having a work ethic and a vision in pursuing their passions. I think that's excellent. So it's definitely no surprise that they received the Leadership Award. Presenting the Global C.S. Lewis Fine Arts Award is Bernard and Olive Pettiford. Mr. Bernard Pettiford serves as an advisor here to Josiah Kids and also serves as Senior Electrical Engineer at CMD Smith. Ms. Olive Pettiford also serves as an advisor here at Josiah Kids and also serves as a Business System Analyst at Georgia Pacific. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Bernard and Olive Pettiford.
As I listened to the song that they just danced to, the one thing that stood out in my mind was that they said the veil was torn. That was one thing I took from that song. And it reminded me that we're all one in the body of Christ. And so as I stand here, Marlene and Maina, I just have to say that I am so proud of you because you're teaching these kids to use the talents that God has given them, instead of taking them and burying them in the sand. I think all of you know where that comes from. And with that,
we're very happy to be here. And just a quick word. As a mother of children at Josiah Kids, I just want to say the growth I've seen in my children in the 1 year they've been here. Just a real quick example, my son, who shall go nameless, is, no, not that one.
Oh, Justin.
Not that one. Well, I don't know. He shall remain nameless. But anyway, he has massive stage fright. Well, he's had massive stage fright before he got to Josiah Kids. And he wasn't going to perform, but somehow he was up here he did all the songs, he did all the dances. And he even said last week at practice, he told one of the other kids, look, I have massive stage fright, and I'm going to be on there. What's your excuse? So it's just a testament to the great work that is happening. I'm so excited that we got in at the ground level, and I can't wait to see what happens with these kids in the future.
Keep talking.
All right, so we're going to present the... Oh, you made me lose mine.
All right. Give me the mic. Let's see. I'm going to sing for you until we find, do we? And we're both in the engineering field. Can you imagine? All right. So, you sure that's it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, seriously, it is an honor and a privilege to be able to stand before you guys and present the Global C.S. Lewis Fine Arts Award in the category of Creative Expressions. This award will honor 5 student honorees who have worked hard to exhibit excellence in any of the following areas: acting, music, musical theater, creative writing, band, dance, drawing, film, production, visual effects, animation, graphic design, illustration, visual arts, media, painting, and photography. Right. The best of the projects will be adjudicated and nominated on the basis of how the nominated student is using his or her project to challenge the status quo, serve a pressing need, and/or inspiring schools, neighborhoods, communities to values and celebrate what is good and right.
This award is going to 5 gifted students from all over Georgia who have worked exceptionally hard to exhibit excellence in the category of creative expression. Today we'll hear the stories of a handful of students who've distinguished themselves in creative writing, drawing, and the general fine arts. These students range in age from 12 to 17 years of age. Let's turn our attention to the screen.
My name is Nadia Beavers. I'm 16 and I go to Hillgrove High School. So what's it like to be an artist? It's constantly like always having ideas in your head and having to put them down on the paper so you don't forget, and always looking for new places of inspiration and using up a lot of art supplies. But it's just constantly working. I became an artist because I've always been drawing since I was in elementary school. My mom just wanted me to be in art class because she thought I could expand on what I was doing, the little doodles I was doing, so that's how it started. The type of music I usually listen to when I do art is usually, it's most of the time R&B, but like it's not specific to like English, like it's all types of languages. Most of the time it is R&B and a little bit of pop. So, what motivates me the most is probably the experiences I go through like during the day, but also music. Like I'll get ideas while I'm listening to music or while I'm at some type of function or something like that. So just like life experiences. Sharing like my work and showing other people what I can do so that they can look at what I do and be inspired to express themselves in the same manner.
My name is Jada Nobles. I'm 15 years old and I go to Tri-Cities High School. My greatest challenges is at school. When it comes to challenges, it's mostly because of grades, because you have to keep up certain types of grades, especially when it comes to the subjects you're not good in. So you have to keep up with those types of grades. I like people around the Art Academy because it teaches me about new kinds of art styles that people have that I never noticed about. And yeah, it teaches me more about animation and other things I didn't know about art in general. So that's some of the things I didn't know that, like, I didn't know that it takes like frames to do animation when I first started. I didn't know it takes like that long to do like frames and then like 10,000 other drawings you have to do. I didn't know it was like that much. My inspiration. Well, that's kind of hard to answer that question, but I'll try to answer. My inspiration was a Japanese man. I forgot his name, but he drew like Mega Man. Maybe like I like the old cartoonists like Mega Man, the old animation stuff back in the 90s when like they had the war and stuff, like Japan bombing Hiroshima and stuff like that. They just start drawing like cartoons and stuff to make people better at stuff.
Yeah.
So like I like Mega Man back like all the way back in the 90s. That's like what inspired me to do all that. Thank you for nominating me for the Fine Arts Award. I really appreciate it. I hope all of you have a good day. Thank you.
I was about 11 when I drew this. Okay, this is White Wolf. He's kind of a mix between like Deathstroke and like a wolf creature. This is, I never thought of a name for him. He is the villain in one of the comics that we were making. He's not really like human. He's kind of like a mutant. I draw like Marvel style. At first, I wasn't very good at like anything. But over the time, Mr. Mario, he's like coached me and taught me how to be the best artist I can be.
I have seen him grow tremendously in his drawing skills, but not only that, but in his confidence as an artist. As a parent who is not artistically gifted or artistically minded, I should say, to have another adult be able to do that for my child it's invaluable. There are a lot of kids like Kyle who have gifts in drawing and don't quite have the path or the teachers to help them grow in their gifts. And I can't help but think that these will be future employees in the film industry with the right instruction and the right movement onto the right paths for them.
Would you tell me your name, please?
My name is Carrington Marvin Donaldson.
What school do you attend, Carrington?
I go to Robert J. Burke Elementary School.
And what grade are you in?
I'm in 4th grade.
Okay. Do you like school?
Yes.
Good. What do you like most about art?
What I like most about art is how you can express yourself through it and the creativity.
Okay, that's nice. Do you think art helps other people?
Yes.
How?
I think it helps other people, like if you're sad or something and they look at like a picture, it might help them like become happy again.
So do you have any art that you have done yourself that you'd like to show? Can we see it? Ah, and what is that?
It's a unicorn.
Okay, very beautiful. Did you do that for yourself or for someone else?
For myself.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Juliana Fowler. I'm 16. I live in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and I go to Gwinnett Technical College. I'm inspired mostly by nature and just everything God has created, and I think it's beautiful. And because I see like the trees and the water and everything, and it just makes me like want to write something like in that moment. So, good writing means something that makes me feel close to something. If I have like a intimate connection with the book, like I never forget about it. Poetry or just song lyrics, like even. His inspiration is my Lord and Savior, because He's the light of the world. I'm just passionate about life in general and doing the best that I can do in writing, because I feel that if I write a really good book and it goes out into the world and people come back to me and say, what was your inspiration when you wrote this, and where do you get this gift from, I could always put it back to my Savior, Jesus Christ.
In 2016, I began piecing together my very own fantasy fiction novel, a work of art I had always dreamed of writing. It is a tale of war, love, finding lost peace, brotherhood, facing battles of all kinds, and, last but not least, home. This past April, I finished, and I owe all the success to my mom and my boyfriend. Their encouragement for me to use what God has given me helped me to carry on to create what I have accomplished.
And the winner is Julianne Fowler. Second recipient of the Global C.S. Lewis Fine Arts Award is Nadia Beavers. I guess we'll take this one home. And the third recipient of the Global C.S. Lewis Fine Arts Awards is Jediah, Jada Nobles. Jada Nobles, come on down. I love you guys. Oh wait, is this the right one? George Stevens Innovation Award? Okay, all right. Okay, so the fourth recipient of the CSI Lewis Award is C.S. Lewis, Marley Carrington. Thank you guys. See why people get paid a lot of money for this. All right, so the fifth recipient of the of the Global C.S. Lewis Fine Arts Awards is Cal Martin. Wait, hold up, hold the music. There's more. However, Mr. Cal Martin was not able to attend this ceremony with us, so Mario will be accepting the award for him this evening.
So next we have the Josiah Kids Courage Story of the Year Award. Each year, Josiah Kids will honor a true overcomer in the Courage Story of the Year category. This year, we are pleased beyond words to recognize an amazing, beautiful, intelligent 10-year-old girl who was born weighing less than 1 pound in the back of an ambulance at 3 a.m. in the morning in September of 2009 with little to no chance of survival. She was life-flighted at only 3 days of life for a life-saving surgery and remained hospitalized for 5 months, fighting for her life, just her and the Lord. She continues to face challenges every day that can't be explained in just words or video. She perseveres with faith and incredible endurance. She never loses herself in self-pity. She is kind and loving beyond understanding. She has inspired many. Please place your attention to the screens.
I'm Charlie, and I'm Maya's cousin, and what really inspires me, and what she does that really inspires me is when we were on a hiking trip out west, she climbed 30-foot ladders, and I feel like she was being very courageous doing that, because that was so frightful for me. I couldn't imagine what it was like for her.
Maya's Aunt Law, and what inspires me most about her is her wisdom. Maya has a way of knowing when people around her are hurting or when someone needs more encouragement, and she just quietly goes over and finds a way to support them emotionally, and I think that's just a brilliant characteristic and something that really encourages me to be a better mother and a better daughter and a better sister and a better friend and a better aunt. Maya, you inspire us all every day.
Hi, my name is Reagan, and my wonderful cousin Maya, she used a ton of personal best while many of the hikes that we did out west.
Maya, thank you for teaching us strength.
Maya, thank you for teaching us patience.
We love you, Maya.
For teaching me what many of us adults could stand to learn is that spirit of tenacity, that willpower and push and drive to continue moving forward despite the challenges, the curves, twists and turns that life throws at us. You still rise to the occasion, still have a pleasant, open, giving heart, a loving heart, sweet, sweet spirit, and I love you for that. I want to thank you.
And to teach me how to love, and to love you very much, 100,000.
Thank you for teaching me perseverance, Maya. I love you.
We are honored to be your teacher. There's no limitations to what you put your mind to. You inspire us.
Even when something was hard and you were discouraged, you would come back and you'd be ready to try it. And it was so inspiring to watch a first grader that would be looking at something that was hard and tackling it because you know that they believe in themselves and they believe that they can do it. So, congratulations and thank you for teaching me that.
Hey, I'm Brian. I am Maya's uncle. It's always been so fun for me watching Maya on the lake in the summers, just learning to tube and ride the supboard and getting up on her knees, and even when it's been things that have been scary to her. So thank you, Maya, for showing us all how to be brave and courageous and trying new things.
Thank you for teaching us to never quit.
Hey, Maya!
You have taught us
To overcome challenges with joy and encourage our whole family to never give up.
Congratulations, Maya. We love you.
Ready? Maya, thank you for teaching us cheerfulness. We love that every time we see you, you have a big smile on your face and hugs for everyone.
Every time I think of Maya, I think of helpfulness, because you're always trying to be helpful to crazy baby Hank, or sharing your toys with Jack and Eliza. Thank you for always being helpful.
Thank you for teaching us kindness.
We love you, Maya.
I am Maya's Aunt Kara, and I have always been inspired by Maya's determination and perseverance in every challenge that she has faced. She's never given up. I've gotten to watch Maya learn to walk using a walker, and then that gave way to watching her learn to run. And I've gotten to watch her use utensils and write, and tie shoes and zip coats, and ride a bike. And anytime I am faced with a challenge, I gain strength from thinking about our Maya.
So now we will go ahead and announce the Josiah Kids Courage Story of the Year Award. But before, I would like to call up to the stage the Josiah Kids Leadership Team. Rasul Muhammad, Director of Real Estate, Planning and Design. Kenyatta Manning, Program Director. Newton Mina, CFO and co-founder of Josiah Kids. And Marlene Ongweni Mina, president and founder of Josiah Kids. So everyone, please let's give a Josiah Kids round of applause for Maya Summerall.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for the time you have given us tonight to do what we have done for the very first time. I hope you guys had fun. Kids, we are so proud of you. You guys did a great job. Very great job. Thank you. And so we just had a few thank yous. Really, if we could do this for every single one of you, we would, I promise you. It's been a blessing to have all of you here. So our first presentation is to our keynote speaker, my good friend, Robert Long. Thank you so much, Robert, for being here. Rachel, go ahead. I hope you brought a bigger car. Thank you so much on behalf of Josiah Kids. Our next presentation is for Pastor Ryan and Lindsay. They're not here, but they opened up this church for us to have the harvest. They have been so kind. They have service here tomorrow, but they still let us have food, use every single room here, helped us with the graphics and the videos. I mean, they have been so, so hospitable. So this is for Pastor Ryan and Lindsay. They're not here, but you will receive them. Yes, actually, because our next presentation is for Pastor Izzy, who has helped us with the graphics today. He is the assistant pastor in the house. Pastor Izzy, we are going to give you your gift from Josiah Kids, and we're going to give you Pastor Ryan's as well. So if you don't mind coming up and receiving this. We had a mandatory rehearsal here. He came, he saw the chaos, and he really gave his time. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Our next presentation is for our music teacher and our dance teacher, Miss Janicia Kisoon. She started with us when she was only 18 years old, and she's put in the time to choreograph the dances and to teach the kids the music. She's attended all the midweek rehearsals. She's a student in college, but she makes time for this. Miss Janicia Kisoon. Thank you. And Tina. Janicia, you've done a great job. We're so grateful for you. Thank you so much. Is that for you? Thank you. And we also want to recognize Miss Jennifer Kisoon, who is actually Janicia's mom, because she coordinated as well. One of the flag dances you saw was from her. She was the angel. Miss Jennifer, thank you so much. She has 5 children, and we pretty much have all of them in Josiah Kids. And you've raised great kids. We love you. Thank you for the time you've put into this, okay? Thank you. Love you. Thank you so much. Okay. And I just want to say about this team right here. These guys, I could not have done it without them, seriously. Rasul, driving 60 miles one way. You are absolutely amazing. I am so grateful to God for you. We joke around all the time because he's like, what other title are you giving me? I'm the athletics director. I'm the real estate director. He helps us plan our space. And when the classroom got so tight, he came over and he figured out how to fit 20-something kids into a tiny little dining room. That's the magic he does. And we've worked together at Coca-Cola for many years. I'm so thankful that God gave me a good friend and his family's here. Thank you to Russell's family for the time you give, and Coach Marcus, because you come and you coach with him. We love you. Thank you. Zaid, your little mentor. Thank you. We're proud of you. Kenyatta Manning, she drives all the way from Marietta. She's here every time we meet. She's been with us from the very beginning. Thank you for all the sacrifices you've made. And you guys need to know they don't get paid a dime. We've paid them nothing. We've made nothing out of this. We've given everything, but we've made nothing. So thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. And this guy right here, I have worked him. But I thank you so much, honey. There's no desire I've had in my heart to execute something that you have resisted and or said, nope, can't do it, won't support it, you're on your own. You've always been so supportive. I'm so grateful to God for you. Where we meet twice a month, when we leave and go for lunch and then basketball with Coach Rock, he stays behind. He vacuums this whole place. He gets everything back in order. When we are up, the first year we met in our house, that meant we were both working full time. We'd come from work, he's picking up groceries, we're cooking for the class, we're preparing, he's vacuuming, he's doing, never complained, not once. And when I resigned from my job, it put a strain on our family. We needed that income, but he's never complained about it. We've made tremendous sacrifices, but we knew it was worth it. I'm so grateful to God for you. You're a good man. I appreciate you. Thank you.